Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. We're back with the final round of Week 2, Season 24. Last round was a win. We were going up against an opponent who plays similar to me with a shallower roster. They only had one Galactic Legend and really nice mods. Their mods were slightly better than mine, as I recall, overall. But he did not have the depth to counteract the defense that I set down. And I think once it was clear he couldn't win, he probably stopped attacking. But you see, they took multiple attempts up on this front wall against Bam, Darth Revan, and Bossk. Top wall had a similar thing going on. I'm pretty sure at least Mon Mothma picked up a defend or a hold. Yeah, Mon Mothma, First Order took a few and then two against JTR. First Order, this is probably because he was just probably out of teams. And you still need something decent to take on First Order, which is why I throw them on defense. Bottom territory, I don't even think he attempted a battle. Yeah, no attempts there. Took out the Negotiator, but he put his Executor on defense, using just Malevolence and Negotiator for offense. And he also put the Empire on defense. So he didn't really have an ideal counter for the Executor, because he defanged his Malevolence by putting Empire on defense. Today's opponent. This guy has a very interesting combinations of Galactic Legends. He's got two of them. He's got Lord Vader and Jedi Master Luke, which is kind of a surprise because I think most players who have Lord Vader, they don't have two Galactic Legends. But I think overall we should be okay. When we look at the hotbot here, see, I got a lot of green on my side. He's in the better guild, which makes sense. Lifetime banners are fine, but really low clears and undersizes. Probably doing a similar thing where if he's losing, he probably just stops or just plays just enough to win and doesn't go for the full clears like I do. Zetas are pretty low for two Galactic Legends, and actually for Kyber 2, he's at the very low end of relics. Usually I'm seeing opponents with 80 relics, 80 to 100 relics. Like, I'm absurdly low. But I've been placing a lot of my Kairos and other gear in the lower end, which gives me a lot of new teams my opponents tend not to have. Mods overall are not great except for his 25 plus speed mods. And overall you can see I'm just kind of dwarfing him with all of the other speed tiers. Bunch of tier 5 relics. He's basically bringing his relics up to tier 5 or tier 7. I need to really speed up my Jedi Master Luke. So we're gonna see how things go up against his GLs. He has a really slow Padme, which I'm counting on, and look at the tenacity is also very low. Then no Maul, no Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon's an easy character to gear. You should gear him up. There's no reason not to have Moff Gideon ready to go. Solid Echo, which makes sense because he has the Lord Vader, and no Executor. Just a second. Excuse me. Let's jump in here, take a look at his defense. He's also been very consistent with his Grand Arena history, so I was able to plan out a strategy that I think I'm going to be okay with. And he's made one mistake with his defensive strategy that I'm going to be able to exploit, and he's already started going. So with my opponent, I saw within his history, he's been primarily in Kyber 2, but he was losing a lot early on, and then he started winning a lot. And when he started winning is when he shifted his GLs to defense. I think early on he had been holding them for offense. We'll take a look at his defense in a second. Let's check on how he's doing. One-shot all these teams, which is kind of expected. He's got Jedis, Gas, Darth Revens. He has a number of other solid teams for offense. And I was trying to just chew through some of his teams. Geos was just because I needed to hold back a few offensive teams in case things go south for me. Back wall. Took out the Qui-Gon, which hopefully ate up another solid team. And up top, he has his Dash or JTR, he would have gone up. He's taken out the JTR. He's doing the Mon Mothma. Dash I had been doing a lot of testing this week, but they're not really an offensive team, so I just gave up on it and threw it on defense. He's so far playing me clean. So we got to be careful. Up top, we have Lord Vader and Geonosians. His Geonosians are tough, and I'm actually pretty worried about them. Because based on how I'm distributing my teams, I might be low on counters for a high relic Geos. But if you take a look, the most important thing here is his Lord Vader. This is not a super tough version of them. There's no Thrawn. There's a low gear character in Stormtrooper. We should be able to get through this with Jedi Master Luke unless my mods are so slow that we're not able to make enough progress before the ultimate goes off. Which might be the case. Bottom territory, and this is how he did me a favor. Bastila lead with a weak JML team. Bastila lead can be beat by CLS. So we don't need a strong GL team to counter this Bastila team. We got Padme, which this is why I brought up her speed and her tenacity, because I'm kind of counting on Palpatine here. Mon Mothma, we've got our dedicated counter. We're going to get started with that one. This is a thing with Mon Mothma where I think as the Iden Versio Omicron that I have gets more common, I don't know if you can put her on defense anymore, which just kind of brings up the question of what are you going to do with her. The only thing that I would consider, and it's why another reason why I've been putting Geonosians on defense a little bit more in common lately, is that I'm betting that my opponents don't have enough of the same counters. Because Mon Mothma, Geos, those kinds, even Dash, those all require similar teams to beat. And if you don't have enough of them, you can run out. So when I put those teams on defense, it's more of a bet that I'm challenging my opponent to have enough counters. Yeah, this is what I've been doing. All right. This is a pretty straightforward and safe thing. We got to be careful here with Cara Dune because she has that AoE stun that's, I think, just guaranteed for Empire. Or at least has super high potency against Empire. So she's the only one I really need to be concerned with since there is no Kyle Katarn here. The next one is, I think I'm going to hit Scout so that Scout... There, I wanted the daze on Scout, and then when we can assist from Death Trooper, he's going to stun. Because it's that extra turn meter that is going to be contributed from Scout that I want to minimize. But I've got him under control. I'm just going to stay focused here on Cara Dune. Yeah, let's do that. Because all the assists are driving the offense, the stacking offense. So we want to lean into that as much as possible. Yeah. See, that's what I was hoping to avoid, which is why See, now we could see what happens if this goes poorly. Yes, stay focused on her. Okay. But my offense is going to be increasing more and more, and this is going to get a little bit easier. We should get a nice retribution here. Come on. Come on. Okay. This is the toughest one I've had so far. Yeah, let's take him out. Go after Palp, because he's the next one who drives turn meter. It's the only thing I was... You know, I think there's a strong argument to be made that I should have just taken out Scout so I could use Death Mark on Cara Dune. Next time, that's what I do. Come on. Do the debuffs only land with crits? Is that what's going on? Alright, there's our stun. More stacking offense with the assists. There's another death mark. Make sure she's done. I do really enjoy this Omicron. I've used it up against First Order. Really, teams that have minimal AoEs, it seems to do very well against. I haven't used it up against Resistance, but I feel like it would do well there. That's why I have that bias towards Omicrons that create new teams. It gives me more flexibility and options. And I think just overall makes my roster a little bit more problematic. All right, let's get into this. Oh wait, there's no Watt here. Okay. Because sometimes there's Watt, and I'll make sure to go after Watt first. Now it's just making me think about who I want to make my first hit. I kind of feel like I want to hit Hermit Yoda. And stop. Well, I guess we can't. We'll hit Bastila. Just because her buffs and stuff are annoying. Am I not getting a bonus turn or something? Okay. All right. There's that protection. We got to go after Jolie pretty quickly. Yeah, let's start making progress over there. But we just need to... All right. Get that free hit. Come on. Jolie's probably going to bring back Bastila in a second. But maybe we can pull back some turn meter? No. Go on. Go down. Go down. Yes. All right. We should be good from here. But what we need to do... We are gonna... I guess we can't do it yet. We need to wait until Chewie can help out. Or Chupio. Because... We do want to take Hermit Yoda. When I've done this before, Hermit Yoda's been kind of annoying. So I want... Because Hermit Yoda's recovering, adding turn meter, doing a bunch of things which makes this more problematic. How slow is my Chewbacca now? Did I take mods from him? Alright, from here we should be able to just auto, but I'm gonna play it manual for a minute. At least to spread the translations. Yeah. Alright, I think from here we can auto. But this was a gift for me. To do a Bastila GML. That's difficult for JML to beat, but it's not a huge problem for CLS. And this was I've gone up against harder versions. Like, this is tougher with JKR that would throw Savior. Watt makes it tougher. The trick is really just making sure you have enough time to get through Luke after everyone else is gone. All right. No. Stay away from the cords, cat. Let's check in on my opponent before we continue. He does... How many... Does he have 3 Omicrons? He has 3 Omicrons. See, I think one of them, though, is Phasma. So if he has Qui-Gon, Phasma, and yeah, then Zam. That checks out. Alright, he's doing pretty well so far. Have we tripped him up anywhere? First Order. See, he's starting to get a little low, because when we looked at the Gear 11 characters, I had 180, or Gear 11 Plus, which counts Gear 12 and Gear 13. I have 180, he has 135. And with my defense, that's what I'm really trying to do, is challenge my opponent with how many offensive teams they have, good offensive teams. Because a lot of people are putting down pretty soft defenses, and players can generally get through them over time. We're going to do the next GL one. And this is another situation where my opponent has kind of helped me out with the version he's set down for defense. I actually don't have a lot of experience doing this counter, because since the Grand Arena change, I have been swimming in the 300s in the squad arena, so I was been testing Iden Versio, testing Maul, testing other teams, not swimming in these oceans. Alright, don't like that. I'm just thinking do I want to do Inherited Teachings or do this Armor Shred right now. Let's throw the Armor Shred over here. I'm going to focus down on Palpatine because that stun is what's really going to slow me down. We're going to throw Master's Training on Luke to get rid of the daze so that he can be helping out. I'm going to increase cooldowns over on Vader and throw Inherited Teachings up. Stun everyone. Swap with Yoda. Alright, we need to get to work here. We need to start taking out peeps. Alright, there's one. Maybe we can take out Stormtrooper quick because he's only gear 12. Just spreading the teachings around as quick as we can. I should hit Piet right then. Alright, everyone's at 3 stacks. I think one more of these. Yeah, let's hit Piet before he can mark anyone. Yeah. There goes the ultimate. Piet's down. Come on. I'll swap with Gas because he has the most turn meter. There's our ultimate. Would have preferred it a little sooner, but that's more the issue of my mods. Alright. Markham, increase cooldowns. What is it? Yeah, get that vulnerable up. Let's throw up some protection and foresight. It's really more about the protection right there. I'm just gonna try and throw up more protection over on JML, but we could basically auto from here. And there we go. And you can see if you would have thrown down a JML lead, then I would only be clearing 2 territories. We're going to head south, but my plan for Qui-Gon I do not like. We're going to do the Nightsister thing that I did with Qui-Gon before, but the important thing to remember with that was I brought in Nightsisters as the second attempt, where Jedi Knight Anakin had already burned his AoE. So it might be a situation where it works as a second attempt, but you need to burn an attempt. I don't know. So we'll go in and hopefully it'll work. But it's a question mark. This is going to be Palpatine, and this is, I think, going to work because my opponent doesn't have the speeds where they need to be. But Relic 8 Padme, she can still be resisting plenty of things and messing things up. This could go poorly. But I have a solid mod advantage here. Jeez, are you kidding me? How fast was your cat? I need to look at Cat. We might, I have no idea how much we needed her. We probably needed her quite a bit. But, so far things are fine. We're getting the ability blocks I need. Okay. That part worked out fine. Swap with Palp. We need to get some stuns now. We got a few, not everything I would have liked. We got to fracture. I'm gonna try and get an ability block. Don't get it. I'm gonna get a Shaak on the field. We will stun our... this is it resistible? Can't be resisted because he has protection up, so normally he'd resist debuffs, but this can't be resisted. Okay. Alright. And the potency on this is so high that we can still land ability blocks. Although we do need to start worrying about Commander Ahsoka. And we don't have an ability block right now. So well, I'll go do the offense, or I guess it's health steal. Alright. That's a lot. Oh, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take out our 2. Go in for the Merciless Massacre. Yeah, we're going to do this. Alright. Come on. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just left it up. We can stun Commander Ahsoka. That is really bad right there. I can't let Padme take her turn. Alright, give me a stun. We're running out of time. I'm a little worried. See, if I had... this would be going much better if I had... Mara Jade. Because Mara Jade, I would have a stun and a dispel. I'd have some other things going on which would really be helping me right now. I shouldn't have done that. I'm just worried about the time. Alright, we got an auto. This might be a timeout. Do not, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! pretty close. You can see how maybe more than 4 stars on Mara Jade, that's a win. I mean, anything can clean it up now, but that was close. All right, we're gonna just maul this. I don't disrespect Zam with the Omicron. Although, do I want? I'm gonna keep Watt because I might need Watt later on. We'll see if it happens. Although I might want armor for that. Armor's probably more important. We're gonna use Watt. I'm worried about those Geos, is all. Weapons tech on Canderous, and then we get this going. Just focus down on Bossk. Yeah. Alright, there goes those stats. This is a tanky Embo. I don't want Grief to take those dots away. All right, let's get rid of this. This GK and see what's on the back wall. What do you want? Do you want Ewoks? You want to do it? Oh, you know what we're gonna do? This might be dumb. We're doing it anyway. We're bringing in Tuskens. But whenever you do something dumb like this, there's a chance that a character finds a way to mess it up. We should be fine. He can't recover stuff. There we go. Completely worth it. Where's my opponent at? Three shots against First Order, 2 against Dash, 2 against Mon Mothma. All right. Yeah, this is just a question of depth. And even though those teams are low gear, they're highly synergistic and high quality. He probably has nothing left at the caliber of Padme. I was expecting... Okay, these are our solos. We'll just do these. Let's get up Retribution. Jeez, guys. Get up Retribution. Jeez. This is actually kind of going poorly for me. Zilbar's going to recover, so until he's got healing immunity, I'm going to focus elsewhere. We need to recover, so now it's the second special. Healing immunity. Don't get it. We got blind. We'll do retribution. Or go for the retribution. I hate it when you do that to me. We need to recover. We'll hit Juhani. Jeez. Finally. This has been like the toughest one we've had to go up against. The combo of T3M4 and Juhani has been annoying. Are you kidding me? I'm going to lose this and Zelbar's gone. Because the blind is going to prevent me from recovering. Fine. Good to know, though. Actually, most people wouldn't take Canderous out of that team. And it seems like taking out Canderous and putting in T3M4 and Juhani makes that tougher. Interesting. This is going to be straightforward. I should say, historically, most people wouldn't take Canderous out of that team, but now with Mando, you would take Canderous out of that team, which might mean that particular combo might be slightly more common. Really shouldn't just be using it. Let's hit that expose. How many turns is Big's gonna take? There. Oh my god. Han, stop being a nuisance. That's what I mean. Biggs takes a ton of turns. I'm gonna just hit Captain on. There we go. Old Republic, we're not going to finish off till we figure out who's left. Crew, who is my plan? We're going to do Traya or Bad Batch here. We're going to come back to them later. Because the problem are the Geos, really. Oh wait, don't I have gas? Never mind, we're fine. We'll just overpower them. Oh wait, there's Qui-Gon. Alright, we're gonna do this test. Because I need to know what happens. I need to know how viable this is as a counter. The important thing here is the second slot we need to put in Daka. Usually I put in Daka in the third. Just because I like her there. But assuming everyone dies from this AoE, we need Daka to come back. It'll be Talzin and Daka coming back. Okay. Let's see if we get lucky on a stun. His Anakin's not super speedy. If we can get lucky with a stun, it would make my life easier. Oh, yeah, babe. Is this avoidable? Can this... I'm guessing it can be evaded. I just want to know. Yeah, okay. So it's dodged. Let's get rid of all the buffs. Because the foresight boosts their damage. We don't want anyone to have foresight. AoE is just to clear the foresight. I'm going to heal up my Daka. We're getting rid of the foresights. Stun, come on. Little worried. Anakin's about to do his thing. Alright, let's bring him back. Get rid of the foresights. Now we're going to start focusing down on Qui-Gon. And just, we're getting rid of these foresights. Get rid of the foresights. I'm a little worried about time. We're kind kind of playing this slow so far. We're already down 2 minutes. I shouldn't have done the special. We need to just be doing basics. And now before we take out anyone, I want as much foresight gone. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. They're focusing... Okay. I think what we need to do if we're going to do this, because that kind of worked, is what we need to do is eat up more time. Eat up more time so that we have more opportunities to build up the health pool on DACA. But what was scary there was they were prioritizing DACA. But I think that there's something there. I don't know if it should be a go-to, but a lot of these other counters, I don't know. I don't like them. Oh, we don't have a gas. What am I talking about? We used gas already. What's my... I have no plan for Geos. Really, Nightsisters should be my plan for Geos. Nightsisters really were my best option against Geos. For some reason, I thought I had gas for a second. Because I had 501st, but I just, in my brain, switched it up. I need to think about this, because my Traya can't beat that. I almost want to try Troopers against it. Troopers, though, was my Nute counter. Which actually, no, we're not going to do that because Troopers aren't going to get through Nest without... I guess Piet technically could. We're just doing this here. One of the worries I have with doing Troopers here is a lot of these counters require higher gear. And I don't really have the gear here. Let's check the speeds. I'm assuming with the speed boost from Veer's lead and my Moff Gideon being pretty fast, we're fine. But let's just double check. And this guy's mods aren't that scary. Yeah, he's at 251, we're fine. If Brood Alpha's 251, I'm just assuming they're all a little slower. We just need stacks of Emperor's Trap to really help us out here. Yeah, Moff Gideon will go strip that turn meter. Get these assists going. Let's do this. There's days. The days would be nice. Let's do the staggers. Troopers are so crazy awesome. This is why I tell everyone invest in your troopers. Whenever I do roster reviews. And that's something I don't mention very often, but if you're subscribed to the channel, come over to the Discord and I will do a roster review. We're trying to build up to 1,000 subscribers, and that is something I'm offering for people who are among the first 1,000 subscribers. God, I love troopers. Let's see here. I'm just looking through my list of who I have left. I guess we do Shaak T here. Well, I don't even remember what we have on the back. Well, my memory as I get older is not what it used to be. It used to be this superpower, and now I can't remember things. Like I know we have Old Republic on the back. Well, there's one more team back there, right? Oh, it's Kylo Ren. It's Kylo Ren. I think we're still gonna do like Bad Batch. Echo, it's your turn. Let's do this dispel. Alright. I guess we'll hit Dooku. Take your turn, Jango. What is going on? This is an absurdly slow Jango. And that was a sacrifice, right? Or no? Did we get lucky? There's my sacrifice. Rex will take out Nest. All right. We'll return to that. I'm just going to clear out the bottom. It'll be Bad Batch against Kylo. And the rest are simpler cleanups. We'll do something. Pretty fast Kylo team. My Bad Batch could be faster, but they're pretty fast. I'm just throwing... What is this even called? Zeroed in. I'm throwing zeroed in over there. Really, I didn't need to do that. The Echoes Zeta is going to take out a lot of these characters. Love the Bad Batch so much. Alright, we can have a little bit of fun now to finish this off. What do we have? I guess we still have Traya. We've got some scoundrel nonsense. I guess we've used most of the characters that are worth paying attention to. The only thing I'm really tempted to do is play with a bad Ackbar team, which I've done the last couple rounds. I'm trying to envision how the Omicron's going to end up working. But we're not. We're going to Rebel Assault, though. Yeah, let's do Ackbar. Maybe we will do this. I think I'm going to put this Omicron on. I've been trying to talk myself into dash, but what I don't like about it is there's not an offensive boost. And without that offensive boost, I question some of the some of the viability of it. Or at least of its ability to punch up. That's what I really mean. And it really means I need to prioritize the Fulcrum Relic. Why did I use... I guess technically that was fine for the assists, but... See... I can really see that Ackbar Omicron working well. The biggest issue I have with it is just I don't know how much it will punch up. And if it's really allowing me to beat teams that I'm already able to beat anyway, that's a problem. I think we could have won this with Nightsisters if I would have driven the health recovery longer. I really do. Why are you guys being so mean to Savage? You can just see that Savage Zeta in action, though. Look at that recovery from Brute. Are you kidding me? I guess we've been goofing off a little long. Whoa! That's because Traya died. And the isolate left Anakin. Because I was goofing off. Here we go, we'll do some version of this. Sure. Some version of this team was why I was thinking about keeping Watt for a little bit earlier in the round. I was going to use it up against Nute though. Just throw that on Yoda. Do this. Daze them up. Who did it? Oh, that was HK. I don't even remember who it was. Throw up that Beskar on Womps. Is this unavoidable? Feels like that should be unavoidable. If my Bad Batch were better, I would probably be using them as a go-to Qui-Gon counter. But until they're ready for it, they can't do it. Actually, I wonder that one if they could have beat it, because that was a slow Anakin. I'm going to add Anakin to my my Hotbot characters to see the speeds in advance. Alright, what am I doing here? I feel like it's been a while since I've done some of these counters. How do I do this again? I'm sure it'll come to me. It's a good combo. He's used a smart starting 3. Okay. We'll stun here. We need to start making some work on Anakin, though. That's a good reinforcement for me. You don't want to put this guy as one of your reinforcements. I do not add him to my fleet. Because he's a priority reinforcement. Down goes Annie. Wow. We got to bring out other ships. That's probably all those relics over on Kenobi. Because he's got Lord Vader. You can see, like, that he would have been much better off had Plo come out first. Which is why you don't put Sergeant in your reinforcements. Are you guys kidding me? Are you actually gonna beat me? Uh-oh. I'm so glad he didn't use his special just then. I'm working on Sergeant to get him out of there. So, because if I'm gonna have to clean this up. This is very bad. Fine. This, maybe if I had relics on my Geos. I clicked on the wrong one. No, I didn't. I clicked on the right one. Alright. I'm gonna sit up straight now. Because this stream started out very clean and has been getting sloppier as it's progressed. Yeah, let's bring in the Y-Wing. Because Houndstooth is one of the starters. And that way we can throw down the shield disruption, I think it's called. Alright, we we got Sunfact 2. That's fine. Probably should have healed. Not certain. Alright, shield disruption that up. Come on. Come on. Let's make quick work of it. Okay, good, good, good. That is a waste of your Falcon. You can't do that in Grand Arena. We need another tank. We're doing the big assist for the big ability, the special for the assists. By putting the Falcon on this squad, he's eliminated an entire fleet. Now we can have Falcon. Come on. I want to wrap this up. Alright, this will take out Rex. Now we got a little turn meter from the days. Let's heal up. There's Annie or Ahsoka. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. I think we took a look. I'm assuming he has made no fleet attempts. Probably one of those players who just hates fleets. Yeah, I'm sure he's done, but I'm just taking a quick look. All right, we are wrapping it up there. Thank you. This has been another 2-in-1 week. I think every week so far we've gone 2-in-1 except for 2 of them, which was last week and the final week of the previous Grand Arena. So what's that? 4, 5, 5 out of 6, or 5 out of 7. Or no, 2, 4 out of 6, 4 out of 6. I got nothing to say. Let's wrap this up. Be safe out there, everyone. Be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.